Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Angel Storm, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of the biggest red flags that you can tell you're dealing with a narcissist from the beginning. Fairly on within the relationship, you're going to be able to start noticing what version of you the narcissist prefers. And what I mean by this is there's already something that is attracting the narcissist to you. Narcissists choose their supplies based on a bunch of criteria, which I've talked about before, and each one of these criteria is going to be different. It's going to differ for each of the narcissists depending on what it is that they want, why it is that they're seeking a new supply, or you specifically as a supply. It has to do with their goals. So, what I mean by the version of you that they prefer is by there's a reason why the narcissist is attracted to you. It all stems from lack of identity, and one of the main trails from that the narcissist can seek out is the sense of worth that you have in yourself. And this is often caused because either you grew up around a narcissist, as I've said before, or you have had some sort of trauma, or you've lived a life of trauma that's never allowed your true identity to really be expressed to even yourself. So you don't know who you truly are. You don't know your own self-worth. And because of that wounding, that victim part of you is attractive to the narcissist. So that unhealed version of you is what is attracting the narcissist to you. And again, going back to like when you first meet a narcissist, how do you know if they're actually a narcissist or not? Healthy people will want to be around other healthy people. Healthy people will not let you stay in a space that is unhealthy. And for the narcissist, that unhealthy version of you is the only one that they're actually interested in. They want you to remain unhealthy because it's only when you're unhealthy that there's an in way for them to come into your life. So if you get healed, you're not going to have anything in common with the narcissist. The narcissist won't be attractive to you. You won't want to choose the narcissist, and the narcissist knows that, and they want to keep you as the unhealed version of you. And this comes in many different forms. So this doesn't just have to be a mindset. Although it most often is a mindset, right, that is driving you to remain where you are. And sometimes it can just be lack of knowledge, right, lack of awareness that you should be healed. Again, if you grew up in this kind of environment, it might just be normal. This type of thing, being unhealed, and the type of mentality that you have can just be the norm. And so you don't even know that it's possible to think another way, to live a different way. But this can also be unhealthy in your body. So narcissists are going to use whatever it is about you that's unhealthy to their advantage to keep that hold on you, that stronghold on you. And this can be unhealthy in your body. So if you need to lose weight, if you need to eat better, if you need to be taking your medication or things like this, watch and see what the narcissist does about when you mention these types of things. Again, I've talked about this before in a separate video where I talk about how what we call kind or nice these days is actually not really neither of those. It's just having weak boundaries, and then we call that person nice because they let people treat them like a doormat, right? So one of the things that we often do when we see this happening, and especially when it's having to do with like physical appearance, when the narcissist says like, oh, you don't actually need that. No, you can eat whatever you want. You know, I don't really see the point in you taking medication or any kind of thing like that. we unfortunately call that sweet, right? We call that like, that is so, so sweet that he or she would think that about you. That isn't nice, that isn't kind, that isn't sweet, and that isn't love. That's abuse. That's keeping you in a state where you're actually abusing yourself. And again, I've talked about this before as well, where the narcissist wants to get you to a place through the trauma bond where you will abuse yourself, because that takes away a lot of the narcissist job. Once you start just thinking the way the narcissist has trained you to think, then the narcissist doesn't need to keep reinforcing it. You just do it by your own self. And so you continue to repeat and reinforce the cycles of abuse on your own, whether the narcissist is there or not. I'm sure some of you are familiar with like this photo that's been out there on the internet, and it's a picture of a horse, and he's tied up to a like a plastic folding chair. So the horse obviously is much more powerful than that plastic chair. But because he can see the rope, and because he's been tied up to something stronger than the chair all of his life, he doesn't know that he can just walk away and he'd be totally free. Like, he can go anywhere he wants. That chair isn't going to keep him there. And it's the same type of mindset that the narcissist is actually reinforcing in yourself. And the thing to note again about this is that the trauma bond is a very real thing. This isn't just something in your head that you're making up. There's a very real biological and chemical response that's going on. Your brain is producing hormones and neurotransmitters and all types of chemicals from your brain that's flooding your bloodstream that is very, very addictive. And so you are literally becoming addicted to this person, but you're doing it to yourself. You're becoming addicted to the unhealthy way of thinking. You're becoming addicted to this unhealthy lifestyle. And again, this is exactly what the narcissist wants to have happen. The narcissist is aware of how to use the trauma bond and all of the phases or the cycles of abuse in order to make less work for the narcissist, that you'll just start doing it yourself. And so again, what we call sweet or what we call love, by telling somebody that they don't need to get healthy, whether that's in their mind, their emotions, in their body, it doesn't matter, in their relationships, in their finances, all of that is unhealthy. And so pay attention to which version of you the narcissist prefers. Actually, pay attention to which version of you anybody prefers. Only abusers will prefer an unhealthy version of yourself, an unhealed, unwhole version of yourself, because that's the only thing that will keep you with them. When we get healed, we will make different choices, and that includes who we're friends with, where we'll work, what kind of people we're going to hang out with, what kind of people we're going to date and marry, the people that we want to have children with. All of these things are going to be different. And the only version of you that's going to continue to choose the narcissist and be with a narcissist day in and day out is the unhealed version of you. So my recommendation to you is to pay attention when you meet new people. What are they saying about the things that you want to do? Are they encouraging you? Are they offering you real, honest suggestions and improvements that could help you? You know, are they trying to make a connection between you and somebody else that has helped them? Or are they trying to just kind of brush away whatever you're saying and say like, oh, that's no big deal? By the way, again, not everybody who's going to prefer the unhealed version of you is a narcissist, but they are toxic. They're also unhealed. So a lot of times if you're bringing up something in yourself and you're saying you want to work on it, a toxic person or an unhealed person, an unhealthy person will just say to you, yeah, but I deal with that too, and I don't really care, and I don't want to change, so I don't think that you should either. You can be touching on something that they don't want to address in themselves, and so it's important that you're aware of this. However, with narcissists, it will be consistent and constant, and in fact, the narcissist will try to enable you in whatever area that you're talking about. So if it's that you want to get healthy in your body, watch and see what the narcissist will bring you for lunch or for dinner, or where they will take you on dates, or whatever the case may be. They're going to keep you in that cycle. And people are going to call it sweet. People are going to call it nice. People are going to call it love. And that's all just completely false. So pay attention to, again, the version of you that the narcissist wants to enforce. Are they trying to raise you up higher, or are they trying to keep you where you are? And not only keep you where you are, but actually dig you deeper in a cycle of hurt and unhealed ways of thinking and living, because that's actually how you're going to know. The narcissist only has that in common with you. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I hope this video has helped you, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel below, and then click on the little bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video to this channel.